What's going on, football fans? It's me, your boy J.R. Clark, back with a live update, breaking news, second day of free agency, and my God, has it been crazy. Um, Crazy, but nothing official has happened. We go into this day yet again with not much going on with the Falcons. They have extended Jake Matthews, and that's really about it. Early this morning, we get the news that the restructure for Matt Ryan isn't official. That's interesting, to say the least. And then the bombshell drops. And the bombshell that I'm talking about is apparently we threw our name in the hat for the Deshaun Watson um, race, I guess you could say. Um, right now, up to this point, it looked like it was a 3-horse race between Carolina, New Orleans, and Cleveland. And then out of nowhere, a report comes in that the Falcons are interested and are going to have a meeting with him tomorrow. Now, what does that mean for us? For the team itself, that means you're probably giving up at least 3 first-round picks this year, next year, and the year after. Possibly a player such as Grady Jarrett, who we haven't extended yet, and are rumblings that we might have a tough time extending. He may not want to be extended. And possibly trading Matt Ryan. Now, whether it's Matt Ryan to Houston or Matt Ryan to possibly Indy, that does end up making sense why we haven't officially restructured him yet. Now, keep in mind, you haven't seen any word come down from the team yet. It's only been the Rappaports and Schefters and those guys. Nothing official from the team has been announced, so they could have just drawn up the paperwork and set it to the side. Now, if you bring in a Deshaun Watson, that sets up your quarterback for the next decade for sure. Like, as far as just from a pure football standpoint, that gets Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith their guy going forward, and you're getting a proven player who, when healthy, is dynamic as they come and as amazing as they come. Herein lies the rub. Now you have the off the field stuff. Like, we know that he didn't get charged with anything criminal. That came out Friday. No criminal charges are pressed against him. But that doesn't exclude the civil. That doesn't exclude the potential for a suspension by the league. And that doesn't discount that something actually happened. And that's something that fans are going to have to deal with. Do we trust that? I hate to say it, that this was a one-time incident, that he got caught, learned his lesson, has repented, and is moving forward? Or do you think bringing the cookie monster to the cookie jar is going to end up having long-lasting repercussions? This is something that they're going to have to do due diligence on, and they're also going to have to be ready for that PR nightmare, I guess you could say. Are they going to want to weather it? And now that their name has been put in the ring, unless they come out and say, no, we never had any interest, that's questions they're going to have to answer, even going into the summer. If Matt Ryan's here in 2022, they're going to have to answer, what was going on there. So regardless if we sign Watson or not, this is something that they're going to have to answer for as this offseason drags on. But from a pure football standpoint, if we can go from 15 years of Matt Ryan's play to another decade of Deshaun Watson play, I can't be upset about that from a pure football standpoint. The social and legal implications, obviously there's no legal implications, but got to hope that he learned his lesson there and doesn't repeat the same mistakes. Man, it's a tricky situation, but if it goes down, know that we're going to be, this is franchise changing. Like, you won't have a first round pick for probably the next 3 to 4 years for sure. And you're probably going to be losing some pieces that they're going to have to replace. So, man, it's an interesting thing to process. And if they're doing all this just to drive up the price on New Orleans and Panthers, man, that's a lot of headache and drama for that. But setting all that aside, we did just sign Younghoe Koo to a 5-year deal, so that's awesome. And more moves to be coming. That much is for sure. All right, guys. As always, follow me on Twitter. I'm at Grim1128. And rise up.